Hi, it's Sam. I'm going to show you how to make smooth lines in Photoshop if you can't make vector lines. Suppose you wanted to make something like a capital G. Notice how ragged the lines are. It seems that no matter how fast you do a stroke, it'll always be wiggly. So let's try it a little slower. See if we can make it look better. Looking up close, it's still wiggly. You can see very shaky. So we'll do this. We'll make this transparent and gray so that we can trace over it. And when we trace over it, when we see the second image, we'll know how to distinguish between the gray pattern and the one we're making. So here, the first line looks pretty straight, so let's just do a straight line. I do a shift click and then click where I want the line to end. Now let's make a new level so that I can erase easily over the first line. After I make a new level, I select a big dot that has the same arc as this G here. And then I get the eraser and I erase most of the circle except for the line width that I want. I did a right mouse click to get this resizing box. I'm doing the shift click and then moving my mouse upward and doing another click to get a shaving effect there. Now we're going to do the top stroke of the G with another big dot and then with some more erasing. I did a keyboard shortcut to change from the eraser to the brush. I'm having trouble matching this up with an automatic sizing mechanism, which is on the keyboard. The left bracket and the right bracket, square brackets, change the size, but I can't get something halfway in between this one and that one, so you have to change it manually by going over to the brushes palette or doing a right click and you get that same palette. Okay, now we've got another big dot. Now this time we're going to gray it out so that we can tell where to cut it. Then we can see what's behind there, and then we can get our eraser and click right where it's needed. So we click it there, we trim it here, and we trim it about where we think the two lines will merge smoothly. Then erase everything else. Now we just have the loop on top to do. And then you could call that good for now because you can do tweaks without having to draw big dots or big circles. Now the first tweak is to get rid of that burr on there. So I'm going to go about like this. And I'm going to, that didn't quite, and that didn't quite match up, so I'm just doing a shave right there. Now, the loop on this G didn't match up, so we're going to shave that on the inside with an eraser. Now, it turned out kind of raggedy, so I'm going to shave it here on the outside. And then I'm going to resize the brush, the width of this stroke, and then just go right down the middle. See right here, there's a lump right here. So if you just position your cursor on one side, then click, and then put it on the other side of the lump, and then click, it'll take off the little lump. It takes practice on how far above the lump to put it. The smaller the lump, the closer you get to the line on each side of the lump. So then we're doing a little tweaking here. I'm going to do a stroke with the brush on the inside, starting on the inside, and so on.